Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Bhook KD. So this is a village not more than 80 kilometers from the national capital. So this is located in Muzaffarnagar. And that particular village is there in the news. This is because of again, there is a violation of the principles of the Constitution. Constitution talks about the equality of status and the treatment. Unfortunately, so some problem has come up where there is no equality of treatment. So the point is that here Dalits are barred from getting haircut in salon. So they have been barred from going for the haircut. It seems that the serious warnings have been issued by some people who belong to Thakur community and that is being accepted. That is the reason why in order to get their haircut, Dalits are moving to other places. So this particular information has come out and a complaint has been lodged with the district magistrate. So he was also shocked, it seems, and he said that for the first time I am hearing this news, that too from you only, and a probe will be ordered. Accordingly, action will be taken against the concerned people. So it's not just Boob KD. So how far this particular incident is true, so we have to wait and watch. But definitely there is some truth in this. But it's not just in this village, but in various places in the country, these things are happening. So even after the commencement of the constitution, after so many years, in some of the places, this is really happening. So these are the matters that should be taken very seriously and they have to be removed from the society completely. And district magistrate made it very, very clear. And after the probe is completed, action will be taken against the culprits. So we wish this inquiry has to be done at the earliest so that there will be an equality of treatment, so that we are upholding the principles that are given in the Constitution of India. Next one, I would like to talk to you with respect to Delhi crisis. What is happening in Delhi? So that is Delhi is our national capital. But there is a government at Delhi. Delhi is national capital territory, we know that. But still a legislature has been created. Council of Ministers have been created. And that is headed by the Chief Minister. But majority of the powers are there with the central government only. So we have seen that there is a chief minister by name Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. He belongs to Aam Aadmi Party, and out of 70 seats in the previous election, they got 67 seats. So very huge and laudable achievement by Arvind Kejriwal. So later started the actual problems. The complaint that is given by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal every time is that so there is no proper cooperation from the central government. Every time he used to raise voice against the central government and also the prime minister especially. And today he said that it's like an emergency in New Delhi. So this is a very, very serious word that is used by the chief minister. Of course, there is something serious that is happening. In Delhi, you have lieutenant governor and these council of ministers who are headed by the chief minister. So they will be proposing certain things to the lieutenant governor. If it is accepted by lieutenant governor, that will become a reality. If there is a conflict between lieutenant governor and the council of ministers, that should be forwarded to the president. So the complaint here is that because there are two different political parties, one exclusive for Delhi and other different political party for entire nation, it seems that the BJP is trying to dominate Aam Aadmi Party and it wants to create some trouble to Aam Aadmi Party. This is the allegation that is being raised by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal every time. That's the reason why we have seen last week we were speaking about the in the previous classes, I was talking to you with respect to Office of Profit Bill. So that has been rejected by the president. Meaning is simple, once a bill is passed, that will go to the lieutenant governor, and finally it has to go to the so-called the president. And the bill goes to the president when there is a conflict. And the bill first will, it will go to the central government, to the union home ministry. From there, with recommendations, it will go to the president, and obviously the president will be acting on the advice of the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. So in reality, there are very low powers that are given to the Delhi government. That is the reason why the latest news is that 15 bills that were passed by Delhi legislature have been returned. And the government in Delhi is saying that they have been rejected. So there is a difference between rejection and returning the bill. According to the sources from Home Ministry, central government, because the law and order will be coming under the purview of the central government for Delhi and not for the Delhi government. And the Union Home Ministry is saying that they have not followed the procedures as far as passing the bills are concerned. So, according to central government, first of all, a proposal has to be prepared by the government and it should be submitted to the central government. Once it is accepted by the central government, again it will come back to Delhi government. Then make a bill, introduce the bill, pass the bill, and again it will go to the central government. From there, it will go to the president. So this is the procedure that is what is saying by said by the central government. But other sources will say very clearly that so every time you cannot approach the central government for introduction of the bills. So it was also did not happen every time. That is the reason why. So there is a tussle because of the two different political parties and who are considered to be rivals. Is it clear? And today, one of the MLAs have been arrested, and the allegation is very serious for assaulting and misbehaving with a woman. And obviously, he has been arrested, and the voice has been raised by the Aam Aadmi Party. So, according to them, these are all the false allegations. So ultimately, who is suffering here is that a common man. A common man is getting suffered because of all these things. That is the reason why, even before also, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is talking about the referendum in Delhi with respect to the statehood. Because you are like almost like an union territory called National Capital Territory, and powers are vested with the central government. Hence, he is demanding for separate statehood for Delhi, so that so he'll be living in a federation and he'll be performing his functions with lots of autonomy. So that is what is the demand. But how do you provide the statehood again? Again, it should be done only by the parliament and not by the Delhi government. At the most, Delhi government can pass a proposal, resolution, but again, it should be passed in the parliament. But I don't think it is so easy. So when so much of rivalry is there between these two political parties, so passing such act is not at all possible at this stage. But Arvind Kejriwal is trying his best. And yesterday we have seen the result of the Brexit. And immediately after that, again he raised the voice, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Since there was a referendum in UK and they opted to go out of this European Union, similar type of referendum must be conducted in Delhi also, right? So, and maybe he is planning for the referendum, so he may ask the people to vote on that. But what will be the end result out of this? The end result will be that will be decided by the central government. But what is expected in a democracy is that there should be a cooperation between various governments. If the governments are taking certain things personally, they are retarding the growth. Ultimately, they are saying that the benefits of these laws are not reaching to the peoples. And they should not forget the basic principle under the Constitution of India that government must work for the welfare of the peoples. Criticism is common, contradictions are common, conflicts are very common, but that should not lead to the distortion. There is a platform, there is always a platform for discussions debates, and deliberations. So the governments must go ahead mutually by discussing with each other. Clear? And they should be always like, win-win situation. There is nothing like somebody is losing it. When the political parties or the political leaders take it personally, then actual problems will come up. Kindly don't take personally. Please look at the welfare of the people. Then only the people will be voting for you in the next elections. Right? This is what is the expectation from the common people in the country. Right? But this is becoming a bigger issue day by day. Right? Now, so now I would like to say something about the UPSC. Results have been announced and a few people got selected, 1078 members. But today's news is that there is some problem. Some people have not received the letters from the government as far as the getting admitted into service is concerned. And the reason is that because they are affected by the OBC status. Previously, there is no reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. But since 1993, OBC reservation has been introduced, and since then, people are enjoying the reservations. But there is a concept called creamy layer concept. In the year 1993, when it was introduced, the people whose income, the candidates whose income, family income, if it is not more than 1 lakh, if it is not more than 1 lakh, only those people can avail the creamy layer status are not expected to avail the reservations. Over a period of time, the limit has been increased, and at present, the OBC, the creamy layer limit is 6 lakh rupees per annum. 6 lakh rupees per annum, and the people are expected to, if it is below 6 lakh rupees per annum, so they are expected to avail the reservation, and the remaining people are considered to be under creamy layers. They cannot avail. But what is happening? So there is no clarity with respect to these sections nowadays. Because if you look at certain PSUs, even the peons, clerks, drivers, and these assistants, so their gross income is crossing 6 lakhs per annum. Now, what happens to the children of these people? Can they avail or not? Obviously, so since there is no clarity on this one, people have applied with the OBC status, and their admission has been the so-called withheld. So this is the latest news. Let's see what is going to happen. But for the next year, 2016, the people have already applied. So now some people have opted for OBC reservation. What is going to happen now? So I suggest that you need not get panicked. It's a serious matter. There is no doubt about this. But a clarity has to come out. So I think by next week, there will be a clarity from the UPSC. I don't think they will take any very stringent decision at this stage, because majority of the people will be at loss. So can you reject the candidature at this stage? Again, so we need to wait and watch. So that is the reason why sometimes it happens. It happens, the candidates may be so cautious, but it happened. So it happened previously, and it happened this year also, and you stopped this for the first time. What is going to happen for 2016? Already applications have been sent. Some people might have already given their status as OBC. Imagine if there are some candidates whose income, family income is crossing 6 lakhs per annum, obviously they may be at loss. Will their candidature be rejected? I don't think so. An opportunity may be given to them so to um, change the status. So that's what may happen. But anyway, it's too early to go for the speculation. Definitely, the government will also come to the rescue of the students. There is no doubt about this. But the thing is that we have to be very careful and cautious while availing the reservations. That is very, very important, especially when the reservations like OBC are concerned. They have been divided, like, creamy layer and a non-creamy layer. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to know, so whether it is coming under the creamy layer or non-creamy layer. You have to be so careful, and let's see what is going to happen. But there is nothing to get panicked, so they cannot take so drastic decision, so serious decisions, and this rejecting the candidatures at this stage. But let's be patient, you need not get panicked, right? Now, and one more important thing is that, this the people who got selected and who did not receive any information from the government with respect to allocation of service. They were in private sector, some people were private sector, some people were doing some other job, and some might have submitted the resignation job, and they did not get any confirmation from the government with respect to the latest allocation of the service. Then obviously what happens, this is really a fixed situation, very difficult situation to digest even for the candidates. There's no doubt they have worked a lot, otherwise, achieving to that position is really a difficult task. And we hope that their hard work should not go in waste. Definitely the government will come out with a solution, right? That is what is going to happen. And from next time onwards, UPSC may take it seriously, so it may come out with certain guidelines. Clear? So meaning is simple. Though we have certain clear-cut policies, though we say that we have clear-cut policies, always there is something, some confusion will be there. So that confusion has to be removed. Okay. But all of you, my dear close friends, who got selected and did not receive the uh, service allocation, and who are going to appear for 2016, don't get panicked, just wait for a period of time. So by mid of next week, everything is going to be very, very clear, right? And that's all for the day. I'll stop at this stage, and I'll see you in the next class. So thank you so much. Good night.